All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. You know how we do. Um, Diversity Outspoken, where we speak about a diverse range of topics, meaning that we speak about anything and everything, and we are outspoken about those topics, meaning that we are straight to the point. All right. If I told you that 99% of what you invest in would fail, and that's your best case scenario. If I told you that something had a 99% failure rate, not success rate, a 99% failure rate. If I told you something had a 99% failure rate, would you still invest in that? Right here, it says investing in restaurants is one of the worst financial decisions you can make. It says the National Restaurant Association cities. I'm not concerned about this, but right here it says over 60% of all restaurants fail within their first 3 years of business, and a 75% are gone within 5 years. All right, so 60% of all restaurants fail within their first 3 years. 75% are gone within 5 years. And they say this is one of the worst financial, if not the worst financial decisions you can make is investing in a restaurant or starting a restaurant. Listen, they say this is the worst financial decision you can make, and they're talking about 60% failure rates, 75% failure rates. I'm talking about a situation much worse than this. I'm talking about a situation where you have 99% failure rates. I'm talking about if somebody came to you to invest in a stock, and that stock they told you to invest in had a 99% chance that you were going to lose your money. Like somebody came to you and said, I have a stock you should invest in. But 99% of people that invest in this stock lose their money. You have only a 1% chance to make your money back. You wouldn't invest in that. That is a horrible business deal. That is a terrible business deal. So what are we talking about here? Let's keep going, y'all. We're not going to be too long. We're talking about this. Look at these images. We're talking about breakups. A 99% failure rate is your best case scenario. 99% failure rate, and people still want to be in relationships. This shows you the importance of the human soul and spirit wanting to belong to someone else, wanting to be with someone else, wanting to be in a partnership with someone else, emotionally and spiritually and sexually. Think about this. Think about how illogical, not logical. Think about how illogical this is. If you are in a relationship right now, remember I said this. Remember I said a 99% failure rate is your best case scenario. Your best case scenario is a 99% failure rate. If you are in a relationship right now, if you're married, engaged, boyfriend and girlfriend, if you are in a relationship right now, you're probably happy. I hope you're happy. If you are in a relationship right now, you're in a relationship currently, today, 99% of your relationships in your lifetime have failed. If you are in a relationship right now, that is the 1% that has worked out in your life so far, because you guys could break up. See, if you are in a relationship right now, currently, 99% of your relationships have failed. You have a 99% failure rate. If you are currently in a relationship right now, you only are showing you are the 1% that have made it so far. If you are single right now, divorce, doesn't matter what it is. If you are single right now at this moment, you have a 100% failure rate. Think about that. If you are single right now, you have a 100% failure rate when it comes to relationships. You would not invest in a business if I told you this business will most likely have a 100% failure rate, and your best case scenario is a 99% failure rate. That is exactly what we do when it comes to relationships. We pay money, we join dating sites, we join dating apps, we take people out to dinner and spend money, we take people on vacation and spend money, we try to court people. Women give up their sex and vagina, increase their body count, all for something that at the best case scenario, in the best case scenario, at the best case scenario, on the best case scenario, about the best case scenario, has a 99% failure rate. Think about how crazy that is. Insane. Illogical. Not logical, illogical. A 99% failure rate as your best case scenario. And we dive right into it, blinded, eyes wide shut, all the time, every weekend. Millions of people going out on dates throughout the world. The human spirit and search for love and wanting to be loved is something that may be the most powerful thing in the world, where we don't even make decisions that are based on logic and functional thought processes. We would never, ever invest in a business that has a 99% failure rate as your best case scenario. We would never, ever invest in a business where the most likely result is 100% of that business will fail. But if you are single today, if you are single right now, you have a 100% failure rate. 100%. If you are single right now, you have a 100% failure rate. That is insane. Are relationships worth it? 100% failure rate. If you're single right now, best case scenario, Best case scenario is a 99% failure rate. 100% failure rate. If you are single right now, you have a 100% failure rate. Mm, mm, mm. I love y'all. Y'all take care. Have a great day, a great night, depending on where you are in the world. Check these videos out right here, right here. Love y'all. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.